Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. So here I have an app for the American Revolution, and this was done by Claude. I really like the way this looks. I want to do one for the Civil War. And so to do that, I'm going to do View Page Source, and I do Control A, Control C, and then I'll go to Gemini. I've got a new chat started. I click on Canvas, and then I'll put this in here. Okay, and then I'll say, please adapt for the Civil War, only changing the data. Okay, let's give that a try. And so let's see how long this takes it. I don't think it'll take it very long. I'm guessing it might take it a minute. Okay, let's see what it says. It's showing it on the thinking. So it's going through, identifying everything that's specific to the American Revolution. And it's replacing stuff. It's already starting to write the code. All right. So I was guessing about a minute. Let's see if it can do it in a minute. Maybe it'll take 2 minutes. So while it's doing that, I'll mention that this particular style looks really good on a phone. You can see how this kind of looks like a phone screen. So that's the way that Claude made this one. And it does. It looks really good on a phone. And so that was another motivation for this, because having this on the phone is really handy since you can look at it anytime. And while it's finishing up, let's see if I can show you what this looks like on the phone. Okay, so here it is. That's what it looks like on a phone. And if I click on a button like here, all right, and then I can scroll down, and then you can see what it looks like. And everything fits nicely on the phone, looks really good. Okay, so this is finishing up. I'll describe the process. Okay, it looks like it's finishing up now. Looks like, let me click on here. Okay, looks like it's working. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I have a folder that I created called Civil War right here. And so I will get the code from Gemini right here, click on code. Okay, and then I'll do Control A, Control C. I'm going to go to Notepad. And then in Notepad, I will put in the code. I'll do File, Save As. And this is going to be all files since it's not TXT. And the name is going to be index.html. That's the name for, it looks like it's in the right place, right? And then save it. So let me double check here. It's in the right place. Looks like it is. Civil War index, there it is. So if I double click on this, you can see it comes up and looks like it's working. So now I'll display it or deploy it. So deploy it, I'll do Windows key and X. And that pulls up this menu here, and I'll do terminal. And then I will navigate to the directory where I have the apps, which is here. And I will do get status. And so this tells me I've got a new folder. It doesn't show the index.html. So that sounds like this did not save into the right place. So let me try again here. So File, Save As, Civil War. Okay, index.html. Okay, all files, save. It says it's there. So I don't know why it didn't pick up that file. Look again here. Mono, Civil War, index.html. I don't know why it's not saying that, but it seems like it should work. So I'm going to do git commit what's add dot to add it to what's going to be committed, and commit with a message, and then I will push it. So the commit commits it to my local repository, and then the push will push it to the cloud. So let me look to the cloud here, which is GitHub. Here's GitHub. Now I'll go to Civil War. So Civil War should appear here. And I just had to refresh the browser. So there's Civil War. And here is the index.html. So it did get pushed. I guess it just shows the folder, and that includes the contents implicitly, but I was expecting to see that separately, but I guess that expectation was wrong, but it is here. So it did push it to the repository. And now I will go to Render. So Render is a web hosting service. Both GitHub and Render are free, or they're free options. I'm using the free options. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a static site to deploy it. So I'm going to grab the name from GitHub. Okay, and that's here. So Civil War is the name. So I'm going to use this name for the name of the app and also for the location to find the index.html file. So I'm creating a new static site, and I would choose the repository, and then I'll put in the name that I've got on the clipboard. Whoops. I did copy instead of paste. Let me grab it again here. Okay, so Civil War. Okay, copy, and then paste. And then I'll paste it here again. And then it automatically looks for index.html. Here it's going to put in a text statement saying no build required because it's only one file. And then I'll deploy the static site. So all we have is that one file called index.html. And that makes the process super, super simple. And you can see how quick this whole process was. Just building a new web app. Okay, and here it echoed, no build required. And in a moment, it should say that the site is live. And as soon as it says the site is live, then I'll be able to click on this link. And here's the new app. So here we've got an app on the Civil War. And you saw how quick that was. I just asked it to change the data. It changed it from Revolutionary War to Civil War. It's got the same look and feel here. Oh, it's slightly different. The other one had green here instead of brown. So not a big deal, but kind of interesting. See, when I click here, it makes it green. And it's got, was it kind of red? So it looks like it used a slightly different color scheme. We used blue and gray, but it looks fine. Okay, just kind of interesting. And look, it kept this. So that, I was wondering if it would do that because on this app, this was something I thought that looked nice, was on this treaty one, I thought this was a pretty I don't know what you call it, kind of banner here. And it kept that. We have that here. So that's pretty cool. And so this app has a lot of information you can see from these cards. And if you look at it on a phone, it looks nice. It's got the timeline here with the events. And so you can see the whole process only took like 5 minutes. And I think this looks fine the way it is. I don't see anything that needs to be changed on this. So there you go. You've got an app built and deployed in just a few minutes. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time.